A week ago, we talked to actor Terry Crews about his show, Are We There Yet? Well, we aren't done yet talking about the new show based on the hit movie starring rapper-turned-actor Ice Cube. He talked about his role in the series with our Norma Holland.
Hi, Cube. How are ya?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So, Are We There Yet? You played, of course, you were in the movie. Now the show moves to Wednesday nights on TBS. We got a chance to interview Terry Crews earlier today, a little bit about his role on the show, but also his those swagger, Old Spice swagger commercials, which are just, they're crazy. But you know, he talked a lot about the show and what it's about, and taking, of course, taking your role. You play the brother-in-law of Suzanne on the show, right?
Well, I play his brother-in-law.
I'm sorry, Nick's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Nick's brother-in-law, excuse me. And
Suzanne's brother.
And you're a cop, So talk about your role on the show and what it's like to be on the show that you know, and then, of course, in the movie, you were in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I didn't want to play Nick every week. And Terry, he jumped at it. He was ready to do it. He was the perfect replacement. You know, once the sitcom comes on, you don't even think about the movies.
Because it picks up at a different time, right?
Yeah, it picks up like after the whole journey is over and they're settling down and trying to become a family. And, you know, I play a guy named Terrence he's kind of like a one-man army. You know, he's a little crazy, very overprotective, and him and Terry Crews go at it, you know, every time we on screen together. And, you know, they're fighting to become the Huxtables. You know, they're not there yet at all. You know, by no means. This is a blended family. You know, where you have this single mother trying to make it work with a new man, and he's a bachelor that's trying to be a father and a husband, and he's not doing a very good job at it. So it's funny and it's cool to see this family, where they starting from and where they're going to end up.
Let me ask you a question about that. You just said they're trying to be the Huxtables, you know, and it seems like, you know, we were introduced to the black family, you know, of course, you know, before the Huxtables, there was, you know, the cast from Good Times, and they were, you know, they were poor, they were struggling, you know, and then you got the Huxtables that are upper middle class, and, you know, their kids are well behaved, and all of that. And then here you have this family in Are We There Yet? That, you know, again, it's a black family who is really trying to be the Huxtables. Why not have them be the Huxtables? Why do you think it's more interesting to viewers to have this family go through what so many other families are going through?
Yeah, because I think that's what most families, you know, most families are trying to be the Huxtables, or trying to be, you know, that perfect family that they see, you know, on television, or, you know, what they think is the perfect family. So I just think it's a goal that we're all striving for. You know, I think when you talk about the Cosby Show and the Huxtables, they set the standard on what we can be and who we can be. You know, and you got, you know, we went from Good Times to the Huxtables. Here we go in between with Are We There Yet? Where it's a family who, you know, it's not hard times like the good times, but everything is not a bed of roses like on the Huxtables. You know, here's a family that's trying to become, you know, very functional, you know, and I wouldn't say they were dysfunctional, but it's a lot of bumps to make a family, a blended family work. It's a lot of bumps on the road. It's a lot of funny moments, and we capture them on Are We There Yet?
You know, you've come so far, I mean, from your days, you know, as a rapper, and here you are, you're like the Renaissance man. You've done everything. You know, you've done music, you've done you've done movies, you're doing TV. Is that kind of where you kind of saw yourself going with your career, just trying to venture out of your comfort zone? I mean, you're doing stuff that, and you have a longevity that a lot of artists today can only wish for, that they would still be relevant. I mean, you know, NWA in the 80s, late 80s, and then here you are now, 2010, and you're still relevant. People still talk about Ice Cube.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a beautiful journey. You know, I wish I'd have took pictures along the way the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But you know, it's a thing where, you know, I never, you know, thought about this. You know, I never, you know, thought about I'm gonna be, you know, a so-called Renaissance man. You know, You know, I'm not trying to just do a lot of things to do a lot of things. You know, I just kind of get in where I fit in. You know, if I need to jump behind the scenes and make something work, I do that. You know, if I need to jump in front of the camera to make it work, I do that. You know, it's just, you know, I'm so fortunate to be in entertainment and to be able to not just be pigeonholed into doing one thing.
That's right. You're not pigeonholed at all, yeah.
It feels like, you know, I'm actually truly creating as an artist. And, you know, I wouldn't trade in my career for nothing in the world.
Well, it's evident, you know, you're evolving just like the family. Are we there yet? Just like the cast members, you know, trying to get better and trying to be the Huxtables. But, you know, life is life, and it's not always perfect. So thank you so much, Ice, for your time. And again, Are We There Yet? Wednesdays on TBS. We appreciate your time.
Yes, 9 p.m. and 9:30. Check us out.